Let's go, boys. The case study is finally here. It's not the case study. I'm gonna build another one, but this is what I'm gonna use it for the raw channel because the the results are still coming. I'm still asking for case studies and the testimonials, so they're all of it's happening in the back end. Yeah, I attributed 52K. It was probably 49K on the first month we started working for January, by the way, not for our entire month. For entire month, it was probably like 50 something K. Anyways, yeah, I attributed that to one of my clients in 20 something days as a third world kid. Now I don't like that positioning. I don't want to position myself as a third world kid, needy ass kid. I'm from Nepal, by the way. I'm sorry, and what I do is I don't even know what the fuck I do. I started with copywriting. Now I'm sort of doing full stack marketing. Let's say you could call me a growth operator or something like that. Yeah, so there's that. Yeah, so here are the chats. Of course I cannot show you the profile because for whatever reasons. I got 25K worth of business. This was for 6, 7, 8. I don't know. Probably 8 days in, we started working. We went high ticket. This guy was selling his stuff for low 750, 800 bucks, something like that for 3 months. 250 bucks a month. That was, I don't know what the fuck he was doing that. And there's okay, so this is after we build the sales page for him, which I'm not going to show you in the video because, as I said, we need to keep some things confidential. Okay, so after the finishing the month, 49.3K for January, it was 52K. It was probably February 3, 4, something like that. I need more. As I said, the more screenshots and more proof and testimonials and video testimonials, by the way, are coming. And I just thought I'd record one for the raw channel because I don't need to show you guys much proof. If you want to believe me, believe me. If not, get fucked. I mean, I would have, scammed you guys 8 months ago, like 3 months into my whole journey. I've documented the entire thing on my YouTube. You can go watch it. I could have, lied. Like I made my creator 100 grand, or I've said I myself made 52K in 3 months copywriting. Like, look at this thumbnail, whatever, something like that. I don't know. This video's thumbnail probably is gonna be like that. Okay, so here's the social proof for you guys. This is all I have for now, and we're gonna make another one, of course, we're gonna deep dive to each and every fucking thing we did, every marketing angle, and that's gonna be separate. Made a separate video. I'm gonna make a separate video for other clients that I'm gonna outreach to because we don't want the sauce to be thrown out there, and we have to keep confidential. Of course, I'm gonna tell you the whole game of what we did, but I can't show you everything, right? It's gonna affect him, like everybody. So as for how I landed this guy, I was in the Reddit trenches. That's the last place on the freaking earth that I thought I would land a whale client. So yeah, so you can see January 9, right? So I'm gonna tell you the whole story. I've mentioned the entire story on the last video. I'm gonna give you a brief explanation of that. So what happened was, I was not landing any goddamn client. It took me 1,500 to land one client. That was, that's the second client that I'm working with. This is about the first client. I landed this guy first. So, but all of a sudden a thought just popped to my head. I had read $100 million offers from Alex Hormozi. You probably know him in the space. If not, you're living under a rock or something. Anyways, I found this guy. I remember this shit, and he mentioned about like this hot dog analogy, right? You can only sell a hot dog to a hungry market, right? You need a hungry market. You don't need the best hot dog, and that just like clicked. So where's the hungry market? I thought to myself. And the next thing that popped up in my head is where do people vent their problems on? Probably Quora, Reddit, and Facebook groups. Now, I joined a couple of Facebook groups, but I had problems with my PC. I don't know why it was not loading at the time. So I went on to Quora. I did not even go on Quora because I don't know. I feel like nobody's there. and Reddit, of course, the go-to, right? So I went on, I don't know which community I went. It wasn't like something fitness, something it was. Uh, I was just scrolling through it and engaging with the community and giving them advice on Facebook ad. I don't even know how to do Facebook ad, but I do know the copywriting slash marketing essence and some technical stuff here and there. So I just, I don't know, told them what, like, you could try this. And I was just giving value. And I did it for one day. I just thought like, what could go bad? Maybe this could be my new marketing like client acquisition channel or something. So I was just yeah, giving value, and all of a sudden I find woman talking about needing help with marketing and stuff. She has good organic following and something like that. So I wrote an entire essay on her comment section about how I would help her make more revenue and how I would do it all for free, so that I can get a banger case study. What happens next day? I wake up is I see notification and I see like somebody has replied to my comment, the essay, but this guy wasn't the same. This the guy who reached out to me wasn't the same creator who talked about it in the post. So yeah, I DM'd him. We talked about, are you the same person in the personal training thread? Yeah, no man, I just found you. What's the email? We should connect. And at first I was kind of skeptical. Who was this guy? I probably think he does not have good traffic or something like that. Of course, I blurred out his name and blurred out my name as well. We don't want people to go. If you like deep dive into the community, I guess you could find it, but fuck it. I already have the case study. You can't do nothing about that. Yeah, so then next thing we know, we hopped on a call. And by the way, I have some notes. I always start to yap and go out of the way when I record these brainstorm sessions on my raw channel, that is. So I have to follow a script or structure, let's say. My alarm's ringing. Fuck that shit. What time works best for you, so that we can go try 11:30 p.m. EST. Now, I've hopped on calls with other creators as well, and they did not show up. So I didn't have my hopes high. Like, it's been 7 freaking months since I haven't landed any good client, or let's say client at all. I had a couple of like free clients along the way, but you get my point, right? What the fuck? Where the fuck was I? What the fuck was I talking about? Yeah. So we hopped on a call, and I laid out a concrete plan for him on how we'd go about making money, and why we should do high ticket. I mentioned that he was doing low ticket as fuck, like $250, and I knew that this creator had and he told me that he had sold something for 10K, like personal, like one day even with him for 10K to work one of his viewers. I cannot talk about his. And by the way, he was not even in this. No, yeah. So he had like sold for 10K for one of his 10K for one of his viewers, and I knew like we have that leverage, we have that high creator leverage, and he was just wasting all of his money, like burning it, selling like low ticket stuff. So I knew we're gonna go high ticket. Now we had a different plan. I had laid a different plan on how we're gonna go about this stuff, and how we're gonna. I thought of like getting 10, 11 people into the coaching, and giving them utmost value, and finding out what's the A to B journey. That's what advice they need along the way to get results, and maybe like get results for them, and then build out case studies at the end of the whatever span it is, 2-3 months. So that was our plan. And if we needed more money along the way, we have to do another cohort launch this way. By the way, this is a cohort tactic I learned from Pierre Curie. By the way, like, I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. By the way, like, I was watching growth operating videos while after landing this guy. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, trust me. But it's the like, you have to first solve one problem. I had solved a client acquisition problem. Now next is delivery. Focus on delivery. You can wait to learn all of this stuff, because it's just going to take time to then reach out and get clients. It does not work like that. You need to ready, fire, and aim. Good book, you should read it. By the I don't know why the fuck am I saying by the way so much. Anyways, that's it. That's on yeah, so that was decided. Yeah, I found him in the Reddit trenches. So let me, okay. I hope you can now see my face. I don't care. So, anyways, that's what happened. We had a different plan. I was working on VSLs at the moment, probably. Let me think. I'm not gonna look deep into the camera. I'm gonna think through. I have to think through because I'm remembering the. Uh, yeah. So what happened next was, yeah, I was working on VSLs. I was writing some scripts. I was building a landing page. I had my coder friend. I was like, I have a friend who codes out the website for him because I cannot, afford ClickFunnels or something like that to build draft funnels. You know what I mean? So we started building the whole thing. Like I was working on that, and meanwhile, this guy had already implemented the high had already transitioned to high ticket. You just saw that the whole thing, right? Let me make this full screen. It just looks so hard this way. Okay, so this guy had already transitioned to high ticket at the point, and he was closing clients back and forth, and I was like busy making VSLs. So he comes back to me in 6-7 days. Like he gets lost. I don't know where he went. He was not replying, and he just comes all of a sudden and he says like he's closed 25K. Like, oh, I was shocked. I knew we had to go high ticket. Anyways, yeah. So he comes up and next thing he says like he has all these calls booked because um oh yeah. By the way, this guy has, I don't know if I've mentioned this in the video. By the way, this guy has 1 million followers across all platforms. This guy is a huge. Like if I told you the name, majority of you guys would identify him, would know him. Let's say if you just Google him, he's a good, like, pretty famous. Let's say not like that celebrity level of famous, but still like has good amount of following. So, but the offer, he launched his offer on his second Instagram account, not on his main. So we still have like huge amount of untapped traffic, and this account has like what 3-4 had like 4-5K followers when he was starting out, and he had one video popped off which he wanted to leverage as for his coaching. Why is this video so slow? Anyways, fuck it. This is a raw channel. I don't care about the quality. Yeah, so that happened. Next thing I know, yeah, he reached out to me and he talked about having all these calls booked. Yeah, he had DM'd me this word on Instagram if you want coaching. It was like average. We averaged it out. This all of the funnel was mediocre as fuck, but we could get away with this because the traffic was warmed up. You can do the same with any random creator. We were able to do this because this was warm traffic. Only people who know about him and who followed him like very religiously can would go through the whole friction of DMing. Of course, like DMs work, appointment setting work for a reason, but all of his funnel, it was done. It was messed up, let's say, but we could still get away with this and made 49K because, as I said, we're running it to warm traffic. And warm, not even warm, it's hot traffic, hot leads, religious followers. So next thing, yeah, he was having problem with closing people, not closing them, but he had to hop on calls with them, and he had to go through this entire strategy and talk about his story, and so that it took like 30-40 minutes to close one guy. That was not, he did not want to do that, so he reached out to me and asked me to build a landing page. I just did that for him, and which was more like a website. It was not even a sales page. We did not even have a value proposition or anything. We raw dogged it, literally, the whole thing. Majority of it was chat gpt, by the way. I did not even put in that much effort, and this guy and I had my coder friend code it out, and we linked the domains and shit. So and he wanted to use it as a slide, and he wanted to use it as just his website, right? He so that he could a lot of his time could be saved, and he could start focusing on the content side of things, which is what I wanted to do. Which is like, he has different goals, by the way. He does not want to be a coach in this space and just keep on doing it. He has other goals, which we're going to talk about in a second. Yeah, so we built out and right after we built out, he like as the landing page did the job that it was built out for. It saved him time, and he could use it as slides. So you see, there was no value proposition. There was no how to lose or gain muscle and in 90 days or money back. No, there was even no money back at all. We were only able to do this because, as I said, it was hot traffic, religious followers. You will not be able to do that with warm traffic because people are always on the fence. People are afraid of risks, right? We need some form of risk reversal, which we didn't even have. We have, let's say me, I broke all the rules of, offers and shit, and we still made money. I haven't made any money. This is a free case study, by the way. So yeah, there's that. I'm still broke as fuck. Don't think like I made it or something. Don't think that whatsoever. We're gonna talk about that stuff in a second, and let me complete this part. So yeah, that's it. And he reached out to again, and he mentioned that we closed 49K, and the sales page did rest of the selling, which was more or less 23K, which is now our primary mechanism of conversion. We just direct people, hey, like, are you interested in coaching? DM me this word. Okay, when they DM the X word, we just send them to coaching. Like, just read this shit, buy it yourself. We aren't doing much effort because he's trying to, as I said, he's focusing on content side of things. By the way, he has moved out to a different place because he's made good money, and like, he did not mention that to me, and I thought like this guy ghosted me for good. Like, I'm done. I helped this guy make 50K, and he mentioned about giving me this banger case study. I'm fucked, I thought to myself. But he did not mention that he was moving out. So like, yeah, so a few days back he reached out again, and he like is now helping me build my case study. I don't know, like, I should have done it at the time, at the after the first month ended. I don't know why I went lazy because I got this other client, and I was focusing on his end of things. So I kind of even forgot about that part. I hardly did anything at all after the sales page was built. So yeah, that's about it. This is how we made him. So a sauce for you guys is, yeah, if it's hot traffic, you need to know who you're targeting. You need to know if it's hot traffic, you can get away with anything. Like, literally, just you could just ask them to buy, and they would buy that shit. But it does not happen the same with warm traffic. You need to give them some form of offer. Same with cold traffic. It's not even my expertise at the moment. That shit is hard, but we don't have to do that because we have all this pent up organic following that we can leverage anytime, and which we haven't. Like, majority of it is like, it's still tapped. We haven't leveraged it. It's what I'm trying to say. So there's that. We made money, good money, and we're still working together. But yeah, I'm gonna come back to that part in a second. As for you, like, sauce, right? We're talking about the sauce. Yeah, you need to know who you're targeting, and you need to know the quality, like traffic quality, and you need to have proof of concept. So as I said, this guy had sold something for 10K, so I knew there was some form of proof of concept. And this guy had warm traffic because he had made a separate account. Only people who were religious followers followed him. So if he made content and just said buy, people would buy. And we had a lot of calls booked. The calls booked, I don't have that screenshot right now. As I said, the case study is on the progress, and I'm not going to show that to this channel because we have to keep it confidential. This is only going to go to our future clients. um yeah, so know your traffic. That's the most important part. That's when you have the greatest leverage. If you like targeting to hot traffic and you're having just buy buttons, like that's not gonna make sense. Next thing is probably like this is like no, number one thing. Like you should not mess that up. Next thing, go high ticket. You can only sell so much. Of course, when we're gonna go low ticket because the audience, the majority of the audience on the main channels is is will buy low ticket. And if you run a school community, I'd expect we to make 25K per month, bare minimum. Bare minimum. I'm putting emphasis on that word. We should. If not, we're fucked. I don't know. Yeah, that's that. You need proof of concept. You need mm, hmm. Yeah, that's about it. There's not much sauce to it. Maybe land a huge creator, I guess. But I got lucky. Yes, he reached out to me. Yes, I got lucky, you might say, but I was in the game long enough to get lucky. You probably watched. If you haven't, like, go watch all of my videos. I've been documenting this shit for the past 270s. I don't even know what day it is today. 270 something days. 9 months in, probably 8 months in. 7 months. I landed this guy 7 months in. Like, god damn it! Like 7 months is a long time. That's, I don't know, majority of my life, like a major section of my life, 17 to 18, my like age, I all of it went into the abyss. But it was a fun ride. If you say that, like, let me like ask me, that now that I look back to it, it's so adventurous, it's so enjoyable. It was a roller coaster ride. It was like an emotional roller coaster. Someday you will get this reply from the other guy. He wants to hop on a call with you, but he's not interested and he does not show up. All of a sudden, next thing, you send outreaches. You work for so long without expecting any results for months on end, and I got rewarded, I guess. And at the same time, I landed another client, which was not from me getting lucky, and which is actually who is actually paying me. It's 250 bucks for the first month. We're transitioning to a 500 plus 10% rev share on the next month, which I know, like, it was stupid, but I wanted to see the first dollar online, so I accepted. I shouldn't have done the 250 for a month. I'm literally wasting my time that way. Yeah, just stay in the game long enough so that you get lucky, like me. Now I haven't made any money from this offer whatsoever. Yeah, you might say, like, you made all this money, he should pay you something. I don't actually care. We had talked about, we had agreed to only working together as a case study, which now that I have it, or let's say I'm gonna have it, it's probably gonna take this entire February for him to actually, like, for me to actually complete the OK study, because this guy, as I said, moving, and he has his all set up fucked up, and he is like focusing on content side of things, and we have a terrible time zone difference. He's from I don't even know, like, what country is he from. And this all messes up the process, but we're gonna have to lock in and just get the case study over with, so that I can spam it and get more clients. And let me go through, like, if I let me go through my structured notes, so that so yeah, first, we wanted to do, yeah, I forgot to mention that. First, we wanted to do only like urgent scarcity and founders, something like that, right? Founders access or something like that, to for the high ticket launch, which did not execute the way I wanted to. But and yeah, we had some, we had some disagreement. Of course, you cannot expect to land on same agreement all the time and actually, like, execute as well. You might, like, say that you're gonna do this, but you're not actually gonna execute it. That's just how it is. This is how business operate. It's not certain. That's why, like, it's better to not. I learned this the hard way. You should not plan out everything in advance, because you get a punch in the face on the wrong side of things and it's done. You're cooked. You have to make a completely different plan. So stop doing that. I'm stopping to do that. I learned this the hard way. It took me 6 7 months to learn that. So yeah, there was, and it did not go out the way, but we still managed to land clients, right? Make 50K. I wanted him to onboard like at least 10. Now, of course, all of the people are not like 5K. All of the people did not pay 5K, which is what I wanted to do. All of them, I wanted everybody who's there. We only have gonna have 10 20 people like who pay us 3 5K, which I mean I wanted 5K for 10 people, 50K. I wanted to make it that way, and I did not want more people because number one, it's gonna take up the time of the creator, and number two, we're not gonna be give like stand up to the value and we promise all this shit, but we're not gonna actually give them. We're actually like literally scamming, and I do not want that to happen. And I thought this was a sustainable approach, but whatever, like the 3K and 1.5K clients, like they added up, and yeah, of course we made more money, but it messed up the process. We made money, yeah, so I'm gonna have to be transparent to the internet, right? I cannot lie to you guys. Like we made easy money, fast money. It was all easy. Like I am the G. I don't know. I don't like to do that. I like to be authentic because this is a raw channel. If I wanted to, as I said, if I wanted to, lie to you guys about hitting making my client 52K, I would have done that in the first 3 months, and I would have probably like said that I made 10K off of it. Like, oh shit, like something like that. Yeah, it turned out pretty well at the end. He made good money. I still not take complete credit of it, but I still helped him do that, and I would not be lying if I say I attributed 52K in revenue for him in the first 20 something days of working together. 49K, let's say. I'm gonna use that, and I don't want to use 52K. I don't even know when that was. And yeah, sometimes it's not gonna align. You're gonna get bitched around by your first few clients. This is just what it is, right? You do not have case studies. People are not gonna trust you, and if things are not gonna go according to plan. So upcoming plans. So as I said about the school community, what we're gonna do is right now as I said, he did not make the same amount of money this month because he's focusing on the top tier clients who paid him the good money, probably 3 to 5K, so that he gets them result and builds case studies, and so builds case studies and gets testimonial from them 2 3 months in, and then we're gonna leverage that and we're gonna sell probably some digital products, some ebooks, some courses, or if not, we're gonna add all of that and keep it to the community. And we already have this huge traffic, 1 million followers, and we're gonna push all of that push all of the traffic that we warm up and for the launch, and push it to the school community. I'm probably thinking of pricing it at $29 per month because of the traffic quality. We're gonna have to think about that. Maybe might go 49, might go 99, but 29 or 49 seems like a good price range. There's that. And I believe like if we do not like do a whack launch, even if we do a mediocre launch, I expect us to hit 25K per month in the first month. But here's the thing. Let me talk to you about the partnership situation. Like as I said, he is not, he does not want to be a complete coach. He has other goals, let's say. And we might not even work together. We have all this, community plans to be done, and he liked the plans when we talked about it, but he's not as enthusiastic about it as like I am, because I'm probably gonna charge like 15 20% for the other launch, because I cannot keep on working for free, right? It's not good leverage for me. I have my own problems to take care of, and we might work together, we might not, I don't know. But as I said, I have the case study, which is what we agreed upon working on. What else is there? Yeah, so of course we could possibly make more money out of this, and if we keep on working together. And I need access to his CRMs, right? Many chat automations to set up automations and build up his email list and send emails for them and manage his customers and set appointments and stuff like that. And which is what I generally do, right? Um, that is what our aim is gonna be, but it depends. We could work together, we could not, and it's just how it is, right? It's the name of the game. You work for free to get a case study. It was obvious. This is both what both of us agreed upon, and it's just what it is. I don't know what, how, and what to tell to you guys. Yeah, things do not go as planned. I've already repeated that stuff, by the way. So now that's it for all the client side of things. That was our case study for this channel. I don't know what else to say. I landed him clients and blah blah blah. By the way, like if you have your specific questions, like don't ask like the random ass questions. Like what do you do? Or I just told you what do you do, what I do, right? If you wanted to ask questions like about this and how like what to do, you can DM me on Instagram. I have the link below. I have made it exclusively so that people, maybe this video could get more views than usual. I don't know. I definitely hope this does not pop off, right? And I get, but I hope that this gets more than usual views. And if you want, you can DM me, and I could maybe like give you some advice if I can. But don't ask me that. I'm not a pro. I haven't figured this out. I'm from a third world country. You can tell by my accent. It's not natural, right? I I haven't made it. I did not make the 52K. Matter of fact, I didn't even make single dollar out of it, which is just what it is. Uh, but my upcoming plans are gonna be, leveraging this case study, spamming outreaches to everybody, every other creator, and gonna do a 20-30K launch and probably keep 5 to 10K, and which is what I'm gonna use, which is what I am thinking of doing so that I hit 10K, the holy 10K per month. That's my goal for now. By the way, my current goal is to land just one creator, make him 20K, and get paid 5K so that I can invest it on some courses and coaching, so that I can leverage the system that they've already built, and I don't have to build out all of it from scratch. The launch strategies, right? Launch resources. I don't want to do it from scratch. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on. Like partner up with a creator and do a minor like high ticket launch, exclusive, high scarcity cohort process, which is what I talked about which is what I learned from Pierre Curie. That is what I'm trying to do. Next goal. That is the next goal. I hope, I don't know, like, man, that is what I'm trying to do. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't care if I hit 10K per month, and it might not go as like I have planned out. Right? I feel like 10K per month is near, but I don't think like it is certain, because this journey has been completely uncertain for me. Right? I thought like when I first worked with one of my free clients and I got the video testimonial from him, I thought like I had made it. I had completely made it in my life. I knew it's gonna be very easy for me to get my other client, which was not the case. It took me another 4 months to land a client. Come on, and which shocked me too. And this could be the case with this one as well, right? I don't know, but I feel 10K per month is near. I can feel it, by the way. I said this to my friend that 2 months ago, something like that. I believe I told him that, well, we are gonna make money. The guy who like quotes out for the sales pages for me, by the way. I told him that I feel like we are gonna make our first dollar in the next month or within this month or the next month. I just feel, I don't know, I just feel that I said to him, and he was kind of, skeptical. This guy just yaps. But we got the first client, the second client who actually paid us $250, as I said, and I'm like, whatever, right? And I can now say, like, I didn't feel that we're gonna hit 10K per month until I actually saw the Stripe screenshot. I should have done that way earlier. Yeah, the video's getting longer, but let me yap. This is my channel. I don't care. I don't fucking care at all. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Yeah, so right now, and I, as soon as I got the Stripe screenshot, I knew like how close we were are to money. What if I do the same launch for the other guy, for the other creator I land, and keep up 10K of it? It's not that hard. It's 20%. How how hard could it be? It's not that it's easy, right? We're not scamming people here, but it's possible is what I'm trying to, portray and convey the message to you guys watching this. I don't know who is. Maybe you're watching this in the future. Maybe I hit my first 10K per month. I don't know, okay? But yeah, it might take a year. I don't care at all. Maybe this time is the same as the last one. I reach out for other 3 4 months, and then I finally land another client and actually hit my first 5K per month, or my first 5K in like 5 months from now, 8 months from now. I don't know. I'm in the game for good, and my family have agreed upon me. Of course, I haven't like officially decided I want to drop out. I want to drop out, by the way, but I haven't like officially dropped out yet. I can still go to college. It's just like a gap year for me, but I'm definitely not going to do that. And given that I have, earned some money, like my parents have seen some potential to it, not like huge, but some. They are giving me the freedom to pursue it, and if I keep on doing it, for a year from now, I definitely might see progress because, and I think I can pull it off because I put in so much effort day after day. By the way, I took a gap year, if you do not know, and I worked all day long, 8 hours, 12 hours some days, woke up 4 a.m. and did the whole 4 a.m. BS thing, reached out, had outreach all day, did personalized outreach, did free outreach, did all sorts of stuff, but I just wasn't able to land a client, and I got rewarded at the end of it. But if I had quit anywhere in between, I wouldn't have made it to this point, and I don't think like I've achieved this great of a result. It's just one of my clients did it. But one of the hardest thing that in this whole online business space, like everybody talks about, is landing the first client, or let's say landing not just the first client, but getting one of your first huge case studies that you can leverage. And it's not going to be that hard. I can feel that it's not going to be that hard, but let's suppose the worst, because worst has happened to me, you know before. So I should not, but I believe I am capable enough to sustain a, another few months of uncertainty and be patient with the process. Know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, like you guys watching this could, expect me to like, oh, this guy got a huge case study. He should hit 10K the next month or something like that. I just wanted to, keep it straight with you guys. I might not. I might not hit 10K the next month. I might not even make a single dollar out of it. I don't know. But I am gonna stick to the process, and I hope, keep on putting more effort each day. But does my hair look so bad in this? Anyways, I'm gonna keep on putting more effort into this, right? Lock in, keep my head down, and do the work, and not actually expect huge results. That is, just the 5K, 10K. It's just a number goal which I want to hit. I don't want to put a time frame to it, because last time I did, I fucked my mental health completely and destroyed all of it, which is what I don't want to do again. Yeah, I mean, The first video you watched myself, I don't even, I still haven't had that level of fluency in English because it's not my first language, it's not my native language. But I'd say I've achieved some form of fluency, given that I speak to all these guys who have native accents and native who talk in English, right? This is what I'm trying to say. My first few videos, I was stuttering all the way. I did not even have the words I wanted to say. I mean that I still have do not have that same level of proficiency that I want to have, and I'm not saying that I have this great ass accent and something. You might even hate my accent because I'm trying to what like flex or some shit. I cringe ass. But what my point is, all I had all these limiting beliefs that was not supporting me. Yeah, right. So just yeah, that could have stopped me. That could have stopped me from taking an action. Now that I've got some results with it, it's not. I'm not trying to yap. Okay, I'm just giving you my raw thoughts on what has worked for me and my experience. Of course, I haven't made 52K per month myself to give you life lessons or something like that. But just stick to the process to see enough results and learn and just put in effort each and every day. And that's all I give you as an advice. Next goal is 5K. Do a create a launch for 20K and keep the 5K so that I can pay for the systems and stuff. And I have my own personal problems. I want to make some good money and move out of this place, something like that. I'm staying in the home literally. I wake up, work all day, mail, record a video. That's all there is. Like work, work, work. Like the only thing I have for fun is watching podcasts, that too, like informational, watching podcasts and video from creators, informational content. That is my fun stuff. I've For the past some weeks I haven't even watched a movie. I might watch after this. I need to take a rest because I've been stressed out with the other client stuff. There's a lot of hassle. It's not how it's supposed to be. Yeah, you need to take it slow. You need to prioritize your health as well. And the only thing I do for that is maybe workout every other day, do a 20-30 minute workout and go out for walks has been an integral like part of my life. Is that correct word, integral? I don't know, but walks have been really, let's say, good for me. I can find, for lack of words. And I go on long ass walks, 31 minute 1 hour longs, walks, so that I can let the thoughts that are pent up and emotions that are pent up throughout the day just I can just reorganize my brain or something like that. Yeah, that's literally all. And then by the way, I eat food at 1 p.m., which is what I'm gonna do after the recording this video, because like fast people, like, if you it's such a cheat code. I'm so focused throughout the entire day when I don't eat something heavy during the morning time or just eat anything at all, compared to when I was first moved back to my parents' house. I stayed away from home during my days. High school days. I sound like an old guy. But as soon as I moved back, now you have to eat at the same time, right? So I was eating like heavy food at 9 a.m., which like made me so lazy throughout the day. I was hardly able to do any work at all. So yeah, there's that. And other than that, I just go on walks at 5 p.m. Come back home again, like watch more information content, or if there's work to do, I do the work. Mm, and then I again eat food and I read a book, and I sleep again. That's all. Practice, learn, study, iterate. That's all how my days are passing by. Yeah, I'm getting insane, by the way. It's not that, yeah, he's so great. I'm getting insane. I need something else to do because there's so much to life than just business, right? If you have been, lacking on other side of the things, it's gonna show up on this side. It's gonna transmute and channel that negative energy into your business, and you're gonna get stressed out, and you're gonna like quote unquote self sabotage. and something like that. So that's why like my main goal is to like make good money and move out so that I can actually like have some fun. At the end of the day, I still want to work all day, but at the end of the day, when the clock hits 5, 6, 7, I want to get out, meet people, human beings, and see how the world is, right? Maybe like go out to some good places, maybe have good experiences and shit. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Like if you're watching this and you're, there's no course, by the way. Don't think I'm trying to pitch you. But if you're watching this, you're a beginner, you're an intermediate, you haven't even started yet, or you're alongside me. Maybe you just got your first case study. Congratulations! And if you've already made it, if you've seen some form of progress, maybe you have started to make money, but you haven't had that huge case study to leverage on, or maybe you have been 3, 4 months, 5 months in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, any months in, you have been putting effort, but you're not getting seeing any results at all. You're overwhelmed. You're with all this amount of information. You don't know what to do. You don't know if what you're doing is correct. You are afraid that you're gonna, never gonna make it. You do not know what you're doing, and you feel clueless, and you don't think like you deserve what you are trying to achieve. Some like all that stuff, right? You maybe like you are outreaching as hell. You're not landing any clients. You're doing all sorts of stuff. You just think like there's no chance for you. Maybe you just signed your first client, but you do not know how to deliver him, and maybe like you said some words and fucked up the process, and have a negative reputation in the space or something like that. Anything could happen, like any one of you. But all you need to do, in my opinion, is keep up. Like don't have a negative reputation that's gonna affect you badly. Except that stuff, keep your head down, just work. I'd say as from my experience, just work, just stay in the game long enough, keep on putting in the effort without expecting huge returns. I never expected that I'm gonna land. By the way, I needed to make a separate video for what it was until I landed the whale client. It had been 6, 7 months and I hadn't made a single dollar. I was frustrated. I was cooked. My mental health was cooked. If I was not able to do that in the next 3, 4 months, I would not be able to like pursue all of this throughout my life, and I'd have to maybe go through the 9 to 5 route, or go to the university, maybe go abroad, because that's what people generally do in my country, and which I did not want to do. I was so afraid. That's why I was putting so much work in, and I was not even seeing results. I was so afraid. I was so, let's say, so destroyed to my core. But I was still putting a lot of effort. I had all this planned out. I'm gonna make a whole bunch of content. I'm gonna reach out to all these motherfuckers. I'm gonna reach out to all the DM all the people on this account, and I'm gonna burn this thing down, and I'm gonna make more content. I'm gonna something like that, right? I had this all thing planned out for the next 3 months, and as I was gonna start, when it was actually time to execute, what happened was I landed this client with this guy, and my whole life changed. I never thought that I'm gonna land such a whale client on my month 7. It just went like this, exponential, which is kind of amazing now that I look back to it. And at the same time, I landed another client. It was like wow, like nothing happened, and all of a sudden everything happened. How's that possible? So universe rewarded me, I guess. And it's not that I have no problems. I have more problems. I still have to figure things out, all of this stuff out. I still have a lot of work to do. I still do not know what the shit I'm doing. You can go back to all of my videos and see like day 5 cluelessness or something like that. I'm still clueless, by the way. I still have so much to learn. I feel like I'm just hit the tip of the iceberg. There are a lot of billionaire motherfuckers out there who are ruthless, but I've learned a lot from them as well. And I've seen myself progress a lot. I've seen myself growing throughout the process. I've seen myself, witness myself loving the pain, not in a masochistic way or something like masochistic. I don't know how to pronounce that, but loving the pain, you know, the pain of growth. Whenever I get overwhelmed, I know that I'm expanding, because that's, I don't know, I've managed to associate that emotion with growth, a positive emotion with, you know, pain, or let's say hard work or boring work and that stuff. Yeah, there's so much to learn. I don't know shit. This is a huge, like, big game. I'm a small fry in such a huge pond. So, small fish. I'm sorry, small fry. Let's say. I feel like I still don't know shit, and I need to watch a lot of stuff. I feel like I still need to watch a lot of courses, but I need to, you know, shut that brain off and just focus on the problem that we have on our plate, right? Just focus on what is the next problem, is to land another creator and make him 20K. That is what I'm focusing, right? From what I just said to you in the video, that is all that I'm focusing on. And that is what I'm gonna execute. And everything that comes, yo, you're not good enough, you don't know the service delivery part and something like that, I don't let that yap, because if I actually, because now I know that I can make somebody 50K, I just have to do that to another guy, and maybe like this time do a percentage deal and live, you know, keep that money and reinvest that into coaching and courses and get help from others who have already done it, so that I can leverage their systems and then have some predictable flow of income every month on end. Because yeah, I made 50K, might make 10K next month, but can I sustain it? I can make 10K next month, but can I make 10K per month consistently? That is our focus, right? um yeah, that's it right now. Current net worth, it's 250, not net worth, but current income is 250 bucks, which is probably gonna bump up next month, March. um if it does not, I don't know, I'm gonna feel sad, I'm gonna feel depressed. But you know, I've got this huge case study. People think like it's easy once you, everybody says that it's easy once you land your first few clients or something, which I don't know if it could be the case, it could not be the case. I'm saying you, it might take me another year to get to 10K per month. I don't know, okay? But I feel like it's there, it's coming close. I can just feel it. I'm not in a manifestation, you know, the girly way or something like that. But I just feel it, yeah. Um, like the last advice I have for anybody is, or let's say I'd suggest to my future self, a note to my future self is, yeah, do the effort without expecting anything in return for a prolonged period of time, and stay hungry, stay foolish. And now I've been yapping for 52 minutes straight. I don't know where do these yap sessions come from. I need to get food. And yeah, I repeat the saying, I regurgitate the same principles, the same lessons from Steve Jobs. Stay hungry, stay foolish, because that has, you know, completely resonated with me. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Thanks for watching. I don't know. This could be the start of something great. This could be the end of something great. This could not. This could be completely neutral. But all in all, I'm excited. I love the process. It's been very enjoyable. I don't know if somebody just told me that, you know, it just gave me the traditional that's path, that's certain, like the 9 to 5 or something, that I wouldn't have had the amount of fun I would have, because it's just like, it's already predictable. It's what it is. What's fun about that? But you know, going and wandering into the unknown with this make money online game, it was fun. It's really been fun. I've been enjoying from the bottom of my heart. I'm lost in the process. I'm stuck in the process, and I'm, you know, putting effort every day and trying to do something good and getting better and something like that. Okay, now I'm gonna actually close the video. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you on the next one, hopefully.